And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning.
And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up here. And he'll take it into the touchdown, Atlanta. Holmes keeping it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal call.
5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Off play action. Oliver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And first down there, they'll pick up the 25. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC offensive. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake. Oliver. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A game there of 40 big ones. So another on-target throw. That last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, neither will be Hall of Famers.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Oliver firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Oliver. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week...
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. He guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Garrett Wilson with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into third place all time. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oliver. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Texans at 12-3 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice chunky yards at 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 24, Mahomes. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for the next game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Oliver. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Off the play fake. Oliver. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. And you're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
18 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 4th down, Oliver, touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high power.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sand. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, ready to punt Michael Dixon. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Steps away to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off play action. Oliver. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Throwing on first down. Oliver. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come upon halftime here in week. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Oliver rolling to his left. Throw left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And finding the tight end Wilson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury. We'll step aside.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 30. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off play action. Oliver. Wide open receiver, complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Manning.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
19 Tiger!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
139 yards for him on the ground there as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they're down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw. Oliver. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down situation.
When you play a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. I think he had to read, figure out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Dances by him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And this has been a game of contrast somewhat. As you see, he's had success moving the ball on the ground. That fumble on the last drive, though, that's now 2 that he's lost in this game.
And that's where it really hurts. It makes things difficult on a coach, because you mentioned the success he's having, yet if he keeps turning it over, it negates all of that success. Take care of the football, and he's headed for a big game.
164 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. Back now in Houston. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Oliver. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one way down inside the 20. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
The design that we're seeing right there, this is what what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's one of the hearts and lungs of old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oliver got his man complete over the middle. It's Manning. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Come on.
They'll try and run for it, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Rams now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Houston. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action, Oliver. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went this close to the
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone and the touchdown record. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught. They get the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 1. 40 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the fourth quarter, Charles. 4th and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes. That's caught by Wilson, and he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
They lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. At least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of the